Yes, it's time for the media pickups for August. Yes. It's kind of overcast, but it is August. Well, technically it's still August. There's only a couple more days, I guess, in the month, but I don't figure I'm going to get anything else. And if I do, I'll just put it in September. That's the way I work. First up, DVDs. Now, I have noticed, you used to see I'd have some Dollarama horror DVD pickup videos. You can do a search for them if you want to check them out. Because Dollarama, when they've been putting out their Halloween stuff, have had sections with horror DVDs. Now, sometimes it's hit and miss. I've had years where I've scored big and other years where I've got nothing. Last year I managed to get quite a few. This year they started putting out Halloween stuff already. In the States you seem to be all like set up already, but here in Canada it's only just started to set up, and the Dollaramas are one of those places that I hit up regularly, so I noticed that there. So of course I checked out the media. Now, this is not from one single Dollarama. This is probably from multiple Dollaramas. Most of the Dollaramas I checked out had all the exact same titles from the first year I ever found media from a Dollarama. So yeah, if you go back and check out stuff, things like Almighty Thor, I don't know, stuff like that. But I did find a few titles that I either didn't have or didn't know if I had them, so I picked them up. So for $2.50, I got the Burning Dead. This is the first time I've ever seen that. So as far as I know, I haven't picked it up before. We got Red Riding 1974. Don't know anything about that film either. This is one of those ones where I think this may have actually been out before they started putting out Halloween stuff. I think it might have been in the regular movie section, but whatever. It probably was. I don't know the story, but it's The Orphanage. I may already have this. I don't know. This one is also one I may already have, but I couldn't pass it up just in case for $2.50. The Jurassic Games, yes. Then also on the DVD section, we got from Walmart over $10. They're $12.88 each, but you know, whatever. They got slipcovers. They're really cool looking. We got Gates of Darkness. I wasn't sure if I picked it up, but I figured whatever. And then some Alien Invasion with Infestation. So yeah, that's pretty much the DVDs that I picked up. But yeah, the next one I'm going to show you is in a box like this, because it's from Shout Factory. Now, if you know, they've been listing a whole bunch of titles that are going out of print, and yeah, if you don't already have them and you want them, you better get on them. So this one has a few DVDs in it that I didn't have, that I figured, you know what, I'm going to grab these before they go out of print. It's possible somebody may pick them up and, you know, do another run of them, but you never know, considering they've been with, I think, Shout Factory for quite a while. I don't know that anybody is going to take a risk on some of these titles, but yeah, here are the DVDs that I picked up. The classic television series West Point. I've never actually watched this, but I know about it. And so I figured, you know what, I'm going to grab it. It wasn't too expensive, but it wasn't cheap either. That's one of the problems with the out-of-print stuff. You're not likely going to find them on sale, and you might find them at marked up price. This one I picked up simply because this is right when... This happened right after I got really big into comics, and that's the Image Revolution. It's a documentary about Image Comics, and how that came about. And yeah, I haven't seen it, and I figured, you know what, that is definitely a documentary that I'd be into, so I'm going to check that out. Then I grabbed a whole bunch of Blu-rays that are going out of print, starting with special edition of Death Wish 2. Now, it's odd. Shout Factory wasn't the only company in North America that put out Death Wish 2, as far as I know. So I don't know if this was... the other ones were Canadian releases, or if they were whatever. But I was surprised it's going out of print. So, I mean, I think somebody's already said that they're going to release, you know, this film as well as the other Death Wishes again. So it's not a big deal, but this is the special edition. I don't know if the features are going to be ported over to the other releases or not. And then a film, this is one of, I think this is an early Shout Factory, right before they did their Scream Factory stuff. Crime Wave. It's a Bruce Campbell film. I don't even know that I've seen it. I can't remember, but I've been sitting on getting it for so long that now that it's going out of print, I had to jump on it, right? So, yeah, these titles are all from Shout Factory directly, so I paid a little bit extra, but I was getting some stuff anyway, so kind of worked out. But Future World, yeah, believe it or not, Future World going out of print. Now, this one will probably get redone because it is, Westworld came out. You got Westworld, Future World. I'm not too worried about this being out of print for forever, but you never know. Don't get the slipcover, but I had to get it. I remember this movie so much when, growing up. Ninja 3, The Domination. It was one of those films it was kind of a letdown as a kid because, I was super into ninjas, and then you got this film and I was like, that's more of a ninja possessing a non-ninja. How is that a ninja? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it was a bit much. I don't know. I just wanted ninjas. And then I picked up Rolling Thunder. Now, I don't know that I've watched this film since probably when it came out. No, actually, it wouldn't have been when it came out. I think it came out in the 70s, late 70s, but probably saw it. Hey, buddy. Probably saw it in 80s, maybe. But yeah, had to get it. Speaking of 80s, Chuck Norris, Invasion USA, can't have a collection without this. No, yeah. When is this from? 85? Yeah, gotta love Chuck Norris. Speaking of other action stars from the 80s, Dolph Lundgren's Joshua Tree, going out of print. Had to get it. Love me some action. Almost as much as horror, but not quite as much. Actually, not nearly as much as horror. Then, the big box is for the poster that goes with Kiss of the Vampire. So this is what I was putting on order. This way I get the poster, I get the guaranteed slipcover, and so I grabbed those two together and threw on the other titles. I believe I have other things that I ordered from them as well that'll be coming at different times. Like, what's in this box? I think there's another poster. It's the poster and Blu-ray with slipcover of Phantom of the Opera. Not the original, not the Robert Englund version. In fact, the Robert Englund version is going out of print, and I can't find it anywhere. But, yeah, this is from, when was it from? 1962. 1962. It's a Hammer version of the classic Phantom of the Opera story. What else did I get? Well, there's the August horror pack with these 4 titles. The Shallows, the director's signature horror pack limited edition of Agoraphobia, Rites of Passage, don't even know anything about that movie, and then Lords of Chaos. From Walmart, I decided to grab this. Saw it had a slipcover. I believe the price was reduced to $15, which is right in my Blu-ray price range, and that's Color of Space. A lot of people have been talking a lot of Color Out of Space, a lot about this film. I believe it's a Lovecraft story. So yeah, had to get it, and it has Nicolas Cage. What? Yeah, I was more impressed that I managed to find it cheap with the slipcover and in good condition. Some more anime from Shout Factory and G Kids. Ride Your Wave. It's like a fantastical little, maybe a love story, maybe a Little Mermaid type story. I don't know. Then I saw this. I didn't know anything. I've never heard of this, but it's the complete first season. It was on Blu-ray, and it's an HBO original series. So usually those are really good, right? But it's His Dark Materials. I don't know anything about this, man. Like, it's got a giant polar bear. I don't know, whatever. I had to grab it. Then I've got this box here that all this stuff was sitting on, which contains a bunch of stuff that I got from, I don't know I get this from? Let's see. I think I got this stuff from. Shoot, I don't even remember where I bought this stuff from. Maybe it's from. Oh, maybe it says here. deepdiscount.com, that's right. So, looking for Shout Factory releases and stuff, and then obviously threw on some added titles. Because they were super cheap, I picked up on DVD Echo Drive, Proof of the Devil, Dark Woods, and just because it sounded like a great... The name is awesome. Backslasher. It's friend request denied. I don't know if it's any good, but I had to grab it. So what did I pick up? Because it's going out of print, Supernova. Then was that the only one? I think that was the only one. Then I picked up a whole bunch of cheaper Blu-rays. My university pals, Trisha Lee and Corey Brown's film Blood Hunters. Grab that. The William Castle double feature of Homicidal and Mr. Sardonicus. This was really cheap, and I don't know anything about it. The Night Shift? I don't know. It's like an independent release, as far as I can tell. Another William Castle double feature, Straight Jacket and Berserk. And finally, Hammer Films double feature, Never Take Candy from a Stranger and Scream of Fear. Some classic little black and white ditties there. Let's move this over, because I've got some more stuff, yes. This here is another package from Chris Alexander, yes. Chris Alexander of Rue Morgue / Fangoria. Now he's over at Full Moon doing their thing as well. He posted that he had this for sale, and it went out of print. Like, it sold out really fast. And so I jumped on it because I knew there was probably still some out there in the wild and such, but I didn't want to, risk it. Solid Metal Nightmares, the films of Shinya Tsukamoto. Now I have seen some of these, Tetsuo, and I think Tokyo Fist, and Tetsuo 2 I think I've seen, but I haven't seen Bullet Ballet as far as I know. I think I may have seen A Snake of June. I don't think I've seen Vital. I don't know, I think I've seen Kotoko, but I don't think I've seen Killing. He's a very, 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 very interesting director out of Japan. And so, yeah, I had to get these because this is essentially... I think this may get a re-release, but without the book. But because I'm so... I love his stuff, I have to get the actual one with the book. So, I've got some more stuff. This is... I believe a Shout Factory... Yes, this one's also from Shout Factory. Now, I thought I was getting the poster with this one, but apparently they didn't update their website or whatever, or I just didn't notice it. But when I went back, the poster had just sold out like less than 7 days before I ordered it, according to their website. So I don't know if, it was my oversight or what, but at least I get it with the slipcover. That's Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. And again, like I was saying, I was buying other things anyways, so kind of worked out that, whatever. Shipping was cheap, essentially, once you break it out over multiple things. This one here is, I believe, off of Facebook. Somebody was selling it, and I had to grab it because I didn't have it. It's the Sushi Typhoon Welgo release of Mutant Girl Squad. If you haven't seen the film and you like your crazy Japanese splatter type weirdness, right there. Trust me. Crazy weirdness. Now this one was, this is a Shout Factory. Now I ordered from Shout Factory and I got the delivery from the returns department. It literally says returns on it, located in Kentucky. So, what did I get? Well, I got Proximity. Now the case is a little wonky here. It's clearly was probably bought by a collector and they got it like this and they went, no, I don't think so, and returned it. And then for some reason Shout Factory decided to send it to me. Why they sent me something from the returns, I don't know, which makes me wonder, do they have copies left over with the slipcover in their warehouses, the regular warehouses or not? I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, do I want to even do anything? Because I'd have to pay to ship it back, then to have it shipped, and anyways, it would end up being way too expensive for this particular film to make it worthwhile. So I'm just going to try and maybe flatten out this cover and make it work. I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Then again, looking for titles, the Shout Factory titles. Somebody online was selling some stuff, so I grabbed it. First, I Spit on Your Grave, the original Anchor Bay Blu-ray. Didn't have it already, and you know what happened to Anchor Bay, so yeah, it's gonna be hard to find. But the real reason why I got in contact with them, Poltergeist 2 Collector's Edition with a slipcover. I didn't pick up the Poltergeist movies. I didn't think these would be going out of print so fast. But I'm guessing the deal they have with MGM is for short term. When was, I don't even know if it says when this was released, but yeah, as far as I remember, they didn't release the Poltergeist films too long ago, not compared to some of the films that are going out of print. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. If you're into Shout Factory, then yeah, get on it before they're gone. Took a trip over to a local, one of the only local movie stores left, and with all that's going down with the pandemic, they were in a mall, so they couldn't even open up when things were starting to open up originally. So I know they're hurting. Decided to send them some business and picked up not Shout Factory releases. Full Metal Panic, the complete series. Grabbed this. It was $50 for a whole thing. I think that's a pretty decent price, honestly, for this. It's a Funimation release, and it's a complete series. So, yeah. This is an anime series I always wanted to watch. Never got a chance to watch the entire thing, so now I can. And then I also picked this up because this is from Brink Vision, and I've never seen it before. It's Don't Look in the Basement and Don't Look in the Basement 2. So it's the original and the sequel on Blu-ray. I don't know, Brink Vision. I've never seen this anywhere. I'm gonna have to look them up, but yeah, grab that. Why not, right? Then finally, the main portion of what I got. Yes, I know there's quite a bit here. The Severin Films debacle, the sale, the halfway to whatever, I don't know what it was called. It was a sale, and yeah. So if you don't know the whole thing with the Severin sale, it was a complete cluster. You know what? They announced their sale. They were going to have exclusive titles. They were going to have 50% off regular stuff. Most of their titles. Some titles wouldn't be on sale, but there was going to be exclusives only available that time, and there was going to be stuff that, limited editions that were going to probably sell out. So if you wanted them, you had to get in there early, and so they launched the sale. And their website kablooied on them. They said it was a hacker problem. But they figured it out, and they were going to do it again the next day. And they launched, and it wasn't a hacker problem because their website kablooied again. See, James is upset about it himself. So eventually, instead of just, trying a third time, they said, you know what, send us an email with all the titles you want, and we will, first come, first serve, go through it, and we will send you an invoice, and, whatever. If you can get the title, you get the title. If you can't get the title, you can't get the title. So be it. So, yeah. It's just one of those things where I don't know what the reason for it is. I'm kind of guessing. The way their website is set up, it looks like everything is a call to their database and their website multiple times over. So nothing seems to be stored locally. So if you add to the cart, it's adding to a cart. I'm guessing the cart is located on their website and not on your computer. When you look at a title, again, it calls up the cart, it calls up your account, it calls up everything is a call to their system. So every time you're looking at titles, that's multiple calls to their databases, to their systems, to the point where I was looking for one particular title. I was looking for quite a few, as you see the box, and at first I guess I got there before the rush, and I managed to add titles to most of what I was looking for, actually, to my cart. But when I went to check out, I guess I wasn't quick enough, because I got to the point where it was like, literally, you get to their screen and it says, reload it if this doesn't load up, and it doesn't load up, so you reload it. And then they kept saying, they're sending out things like, don't reload. Well, you had to reload because that was the only way to resend it. If you didn't get the callback from their system right away, you weren't getting it. It just wasn't going to happen. You would be stuck on that page. You could leave it open for 48 hours. Nothing was going to happen. But if you reloaded it, it sent another, request to their system, and maybe if you managed to get in there at the right time and the, traffic wasn't so high, you would get through to whatever it is you were going to. I was trying to get through to the checkout, not even the initial checkout, but the billing, like where you just put in your information and send it. I got to there, and it wouldn't let me send it. And of course, that's not where you want to end up with problems. So yeah, I eventually just got to the point where the one title I really, really wanted to get, because I thought it was going to sell out quickly, I got through on the second day. Not on the first day, on the second day. Got that order through. And so, yeah, I sent in my email, and the only title I didn't seem to get was the VIY with the slipcover. I asked for the title with the slipcover, because I missed out when it first came out, and this was the only time I was going to be able to get it. It was the second title I really, really wanted. But and I would have tried to order it the second night, but honestly, I had already stayed up until, 2 or 3 in the morning the first night, and I think it was like 1 o'clock the second night, and I had to go to work. I couldn't do it. So what did I get? I know what you're asking. Just get on with it. So, can't remember which was the one that I really, really wanted. But anyways, I got the Al Adamson box set. This might have been the one that I was really trying to get. I think it was, but yeah, had to get this. This is crazy. This is a crazy box set. Amazing. What else did I pick up? Picked up the peanut butter solution. Figured, why not throw it on there? I would have thought it would have come with a slipcover. But I guess not. The limited edition of Lucio Fulci's Enigma with the slipcover. Night Killer. Now, for some reason in my head, this had a limited edition with a with a slipcover, but I couldn't find any information on that. So if it did, comment down below and let me know. I picked up Jess Franco's. Jess Franco's the only smutty director that I'm going to pick up his stuff. That's Shining Sex. Jess Franco's Bahia Blanca. Now, one of the big things that everybody wanted was Frankie and his pals. And a lot of people were a little upset because they were under the impression that once the limited edition was sold out, that was it. Now, at no point did Severin say they weren't going to press a regular edition, non-limited edition. And maybe that was a communication problem on their part, but I wouldn't care either limited edition or regular edition. Either one was fine by me. But yeah, so I got Frankie and his pals, the numbered limited edition, 941 out of 1,000. Either way, that's cool. That's awesome. I would have probably rather had VIY with the slipcover, but it is what it is. Let's see. Byleth, the Demon of Incest. Grab that. Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory. The Beast Must Die with limited edition slipcover. The Beast in Heat with no slipcover. Lucio Fulci's Demonia with limited edition slipcover. And then the other box set, the Lindsay Baker box set. Yeah, Giallo movies. I haven't seen many of them, but grab them anyways. And of course I got, they like to do it. They throw in some stickers. We got a Severin sticker here, Severin Kid sticker here. I think that's the first Severin Kid sticker I've ever had. One of their things that they did up, I think this might have been part of their sorry we had such troubles with our sale, but it's a poster with movies they were selling. Or are selling. I don't know. It's a weird poster. I don't know why you put this up, but did. One of the things that they did do, they've got this, and this is weird. So they've got a code here. Write down your next 10 6-digit order numbers, minimum $10 and up. And when the card is filled up, email them to have, verify your orders and to redeem for a free single Blu-ray or DVD of your choice. Now, when I order from them, as you can see, I order a lot. It's going to take me like 10 years to be able to get this done. Because, shipping to Canada is not cheap. So, yeah, I don't know. I won't be doing one-offs. But here we go. We got an Intervision sticker. And then finally, the cool thing that they added in, this Cinestop Carol Baker book. Printed by Severin. It's essentially the movie in like a comic form. So it's shots from the film with little speaking blurbs. Cool. But yeah, that is August. And thanks to the fact that Show Factory is putting a lot of stuff out of print and Severin had a crazy sale, this is the result. Yeah, so let me know down below what you think of any of these titles. Did you grab any of these titles? Do you want to grab any of these titles? Yeah, love to hear from you. Like I said, you're gonna be searching, especially by the time you see this video, because it'll probably be August 2021. Just saying. But anyways, love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Till next video, take care. Have a good one.